This is Channel 25 WVTT Olean. Now, from the Twin Tiers' biggest broadcast news operation, this is the 6 o'clock report with Jeff Andrulonis and Alexa Olson. Listen on News Radio 96.7 WVTT or watch on News Channel 25 WVTT television. WVTT proudly presents the 6 o'clock report.
Good evening, I'm Alexa Olson. Jeff Andrulonis is off tonight. Topping the 6 o'clock report, a scathing report is out today on the Penn State sex abuse case. It's the culmination of hundreds of interviews and reviews of millions of controversial emails pertaining to who knew what and when about allegations that former football coach Jerry Sandusky was sexually abusing boys. Elizabeth Corden breaks down the findings.
It's another blow to Penn State University. The findings of the Free Report, an internal investigation into how the school handled allegations of child sexual abuse by former assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky, went public Thursday.
Our most saddening and sobering finding is the total disregard for the safety and welfare of Sandusky's child victims by the most senior leaders at Penn State. The most powerful men at Penn State failed to take any steps for 14 years to protect the children who Sandusky victimized.
The report singles out former university president Graham Spanier, former vice president Gary Schultz, former head football coach Joe Paterno, and former athletic director Tim Curley. It reads, these men concealed Sandusky's activities from the Board of Trustees, the university community, and authorities. They exhibited a striking lack of empathy for Sandusky's victims by failing to inquire as to their safety and well-being. Along with identifying where the university went wrong, the Free Report makes more than 100 recommendations on how the school can prevent a similar tragedy from happening again. The Penn State community is looking forward to moving beyond the scandal.
We never wanted to let this define us, and we will never let the actions of these individuals define us.
Last month, Sandusky was convicted on dozens of charges that he sexually abused boys over a 15-year period. He's in jail awaiting sentencing. I'm Elizabeth Corden reporting.
Penn State student Monica Gardner told WVTT that Happy Valley might not be so happy next semester, but at the end of the day, the Nittany Lions always stick together as a pack.
This year things will be much more calm because now the trial is over. So, we all know he's guilty, and hopefully we can just move on and get along with our education and our lives. We have a really great support system at Penn State with all the alumni and all the students. We band together very much. So I think we will get through, and I think we'll be fine.
We also got the chance to ask Monica about the rumors that are flying around that Penn State football might be suspended for 1 year because of this report that just came out. This is what she had to say.
I actually just bought football tickets a couple of weeks ago, so if they are in suspension and we don't have a football team this year, I'm going to be looking for a refund.
A former Olean Family Health Center employee faces major charges. 36-year-old Amy Buchanan was arrested last night by the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office. WVTT's Ashley Masala reports.
The Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office arrested Amy Buchanan yesterday after she allegedly filled fraudulent prescriptions at this Olean Rite Aid. She's also being charged with 2 counts of grand larceny in the 3rd degree. From News Channel 25 WVTT, I'm Ashley Masala.
It's believed that Buchanan stole over $36,000 from Olean Family Health Center over a 2-month period. Detectives from the McKean County District Attorney's Office and officers of the McKean County Drug Task Force arrested 4 people yesterday morning on drug charges. 27-year-old Travis Whipple, 45-year-old Virginia May Milner, 44-year-old Marley Lee Dine, and 31-year-old Terry Morton, all of Kane, are scheduled to appear in Central Court next week to face the charges. All are being held in the McKean County Jail. Law enforcement officials credit citizen tips in helping with the arrests and others over the past 6 months and encourage residents to continue to keep them informed when they spot suspicious activity. U.S. Senator Bob Casey today introduced bipartisan legislation to prevent the abuse of cough syrup to get high, a particularly worrisome trend among teens. WVTT's Molly Inglut tells us what ingredient is in the seamless, harmless medicine that is causing such a high.
Across Pennsylvania, emergency rooms have been seeing an increase in overdoses of DXM, which is dextromethorphan, the main ingredient in many over-the-counter cough suppressants, such as this one, which contains 15 milligrams of DXM. People, particularly teenagers, are taking DXM to get highs, which include effects such as hallucinations. For WVTT News Channel 25, I'm Molly Inglut.
Senator Kirsten Gillibrand and Congressman Tom Reed announced today that the U.S. Postal Service has reversed its decision and will allow Zachary Smith's name to be placed on the outside of the Hornell Post Office branch. Senator Gillibrand and Congressman Reed have been proactively putting pressure on the Postal Service to make an exception for Smith. Gillibrand said that the naming of the Hornell Post Office after him will honor his legacy and the legacy of so many other service members that have sacrificed their lives for the security of America. In the nation's capital, 3 city council members are calling for the mayor of D.C. to step down. Mayor Vincent Gray's campaign is at the center of an investigation into illegal funds. Tom Rousey has more on the calls for his resignation.
Council members Muriel Bowser, David Catania, and Mary Che are all calling on Mayor Vince Gray to step down. This after the revelation that over $650 grand in illegal funds helped elect him.
When you have a $1.2 million reported campaign, you can't miss the infusion of $600,000.
I know who I am. I get up in the morning every day and look in the mirror and I see somebody I respect.
At a news conference, Gray said he has no plans to resign. He said with the investigation continuing, he couldn't answer all questions, but he did say this.
This is not the campaign that we intended to run.
Regardless of whether or not he knew, his campaign did it. And so for him to say this is not the campaign we wanted to run, that just doesn't cut it.
Some members say the city has had enough scandal and Gray should spare it still more.
When you love this city and you're an honorable person, you'll do the right thing for the city.
But as of now, most council members are not calling on Gray to quit, including former Mayor Marion Barry.
This matter involving Mayor Gray and a number of other people is under federal investigation. And my lawyers tell me it'll be improper for me to say anything about any aspect of this.
Stay locked for more of the 6 o'clock report coming up next.